Hey kids, Brian Troutman here, closing out the regulars for a while anyway, with the last color, the greens. We're going to go right in, nice and close. Wait till we get to these, and those, and those, and this thing. There's some wacky stuff going on in here. First of all, I've already talked to you in some of the other videos about the arithmetic. This is a slide rule from way back when. Make sure you've got all three stickers, two on the outside and one long one on the inside. This one is a 2.6 Austria. Some of those are DBP. These are box trademarks. It's the first of the regulars. Both of mine have this cool pebbly stem going on. Actually, all the trademarks do. Black and green. These are my 4 box patents. This one is transparent. I'm going one-handed today, but there you go. That's transparent with 2 flowers. Oh, I got to make sure I put that in the database. Here you can see 0 flowers, 2 flowers, 1 flower, and 2 flowers. The flowers, I think, are placeholders for the plate that prints this stuff, or rather molds this stuff. White, black, red, white, all with metal pins. These are box patent advertising regulars. This one is PEZ Haas from Bowling Green, New York, or excuse me, from New York, New York, but from back when we had words in our phone numbers. Bowling Green 93635. Somebody should call that. I assume that's a 212 area code. And this one, the Virginie from Paris, and that's also a box patent with a flower. Now let me jump up here. This is an interesting one. Since we're talking about France, this one is mono, except for the button inside is red, as you can see, printing right here on the side, and also happens to be a box trademark. This is back in the early days, printed in German, but for Air France. These guys here are U.S. zone personalized. There you go, made in Germany, U.S. zone, marked below. They're both this cool green color, slight difference. Red label, black label with matching caps. Then we've got this guy. This is the double up. That's right, you've heard of double downs, and there's a video on that, but you can see the PEZ is written up on both sides. Somebody put this dispenser together incorrectly, I assume. No patent, no made in country information with a cool green cap. None of those out there. We've got our regulars, regular personalized, whatever, normal personalized. You can see they come in dark green and light green. They've got the white with the plastic caps. They got red with the plastic hinge, rather, and the mono, the matching label. And then these have the same black label on the green, mint green stem, black or blue. What's cool is this is the foil, and I'm not going to mess with this much, but this foil was attached on one end, and you could just write your name on there, and it would go through to what's below it, and you can see all this is in gold. So that's what how it worked. I've got 2 of them. I'm going to show you this. They all 3 of them have an IMC of 2 on the other side. Do you see that 2 up by the P? Get the light shining on it. There you go. So again, some people have said there are no IMCs on regulars, and they're dead wrong. These are all just regulars. Dark green, medium green, kind of a almost transparent but not really green, almost like an aqua green, and then this cool light mint green. White, black, blue, dark green, light green, ivory, pink, red, plastic hinges, and metal hinges. And then, of course, you get this monochromatic regular where everything is green, again, except for the button. The button here is red. What else to tell you? All of these are 2.6. I don't think any of them have IMCs, injection molding code numbers. Most of these are either all no shadow stem, like you see here on both sides, or they're like this one a little bit later on, especially the plastic hinge ones are going to have the shadowed lettering. But there are some. Is this one? It is. So I think these are probably the rarer ones where you've got no shadow on one side and shadow on the other. When I get to the end of this whole thing, I'll figure out how many are like that. Here are some just normal old 1950s, what do you call them? Advertising regulars with not, unlike these, which were box patent, these are just 2.6 Austria. PEZ spells enjoyment. And then this one is a reproduction, a fake, of one of the Constandi Bajali ones out of Jordan. I have a real one, not with this particular message, but you can see, I mean, the printing is perfect. The sheen on the dispenser is wrong. The cap doesn't quite line up, and it's got these little dimples at the top. Go to PEZcollectors.com and you'll find an expose on these fakes. What else? All right, these are more printing on the side. CNE Toronto, that's the Canadian National Exposition, and then a souvenir from the National Association of, is it Tobacco Distributors, in Chicago in 1954. Otherwise, these guys are identical, and otherwise normal regulars, I think. Yeah, the Air France one printed on the side is the trademark. These guys are pretty special. This mint green one is rare. It's a little bit different in color than this kind of mint green, but these are the calling cards, the PEZ Haas ink. Hey, why don't you give me a call? Check me out. This gold cap is the only gold cap in all of these greens. Then you've got the long ones. There are 3 different colors to that. There's the aqua, kind of a blue-green, and then 2 different shades of green. And you'll see, look at those hinge holes. These are monochromatic as well. The sleeve, and again, the button is red, but mono. What I always found weird about these is, yeah, they're long, but the logo doesn't go all the way down. And the candy can't go all the way down because, well, because the inner sleeve is not long enough. So I'm really not sure what was going on with these guys. The same is true with the Click and Spend, except this one actually goes all the way down. You can see that there. It's also monochromatic, the sleeve being the same color. Well, whatever. In this case, the button is green. It's neat because it says Click and Spend on both sides. Spend, I believe, like dispenser. Spend. And then finally is the US zone. The one on the left, dark green, and the one on the right is transparent. Turned out I had 2 of these, so I'm going to have to sell one, because why keep 2? I don't know why. The US zones are pretty neat and, again, more expensive. Also falling into the category of why do I have so many are these green with greens. These 2 look identical to me. Maybe I'll get rid of one of them. Who knows? The caps are so slightly different. Maybe I should keep it. The craziness continues. But this video ends. Bye-bye.